Welcome back to the channel. Well, here we are again, but this time a little different. We're over here in Tennessee at a horsepower factory, and we have a 24 Whipple and we have the Predator. So we're going to test this out one more time, this time both of them being 24s, very few differences between them. The exact same exhaust, both of them have stock cats, both of them have the same rear end. Primarily just blowers are the real difference between the two. Both of them are running a 93 blend with an octane booster. So let me know what your thoughts are, and we're going to jump in here. We're going to see exactly how much power we can make on a new 24 Whipple. That's the Gen 6 and our Stage 2 Apex Predator. All right, so we have Ken over here from HPR. So my understanding, you built this truck over here, the Whipple truck.
Yes, sir. Our shop, HPR, built this Whipple truck. I actually built one for him and his son, identical trucks, both 24 stage 2 Gen 6 Whipples.
All right. Based on what you saw the performance, are you happy with what you saw so far from the Whipple?
I would have liked to seen a little more timing out of the Whipple truck, but you know how that goes. It comes down to octane and a few other factors, but overall, I'm happy with it.
All right. And what were your thoughts towards the Predator truck?
It actually did very, very well. It ran a little more timing, but they both ran same boost. I pulled them up. I tried to get them at the same RPM, so they both would shut down about the same. So we did the same RPM. Both were running pretty much identical boost, and then this truck right here just ran more timing, and it was very happy. I like both setups though. I mean, that's a really nice setup. It's good to have options out there. You know, you're not just stuck with one option. So it's good to have options out there, and the fact that you did the Predator, worked with I believe VMP and everybody you work with to get this done. I'm liking this setup. I really do.
All right. So those horsepower numbers. So we had what was the Whipple was.
The Whipple was 662, 660 something at the very end, and then we had what 730 something and 740 on this truck. So like I said, the biggest variable there that I can see is the timing. This ran less timing than this, but like I said, there's just some variables that come into play there as far as octane and everything else. We did a very fair comparison. I mean, we pulled 3 times. We even add some more octane booster in here to try to get it up. But this one just for today, it just outshined it.
And what would you say the boost numbers were that you were seeing?
I was seeing around 12.5. Both vehicles spiked to 13, but most of the time it was around 12.5, 12.7 on both vehicles.
All right. Where's your shop at? So
it's in Henderson, Tennessee. We build all sorts of things. F-150s, Mustangs. We deal with only Ford, so we're only Ford. So we build mostly Mustangs, and then we also build F-150s, but that's what we do. We've been in business for almost 4 years. So I used to be Speed Addict 731 on YouTube, and then when I opened the shop as HPR, I rebranded everything. Now everything is HPR. So
gotcha. Well, you might have a few more Predator builds coming in the shop.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
All right, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So there you guys have it. So there you guys have it. We compared them. I drove 16 hours, 1,000 miles, strapped it on the dyno, and made over 700 horsepower. So I don't know. I think it's a good look. If you want a Predator blower, hit up VMP. It's making power. So until the next time, this is Boosted F-150 out though. See you in the next test. One more thing. We did look at the logs, and Ken said that he's actually going to send those logs over to Whipple, see if they can figure out what the issue could possibly be. Because it was coming up, the difference between the two of us, he should have been able to see the same timing, because the tune that I'm running is meant to mimic for these comparisons pretty close to the Whipple's calibration. So he should have been able to see the same amount of timing. So he was actually seeing about 3 degrees less than I was seeing. So we figure, had he seen the full timing, he probably would have made about 700, I'd say. I'd give it a high of maybe 710, but I'd figure about 700 on that dyno that day. It still would have came up a little short of what we were making on the Predator, but it would have been more comparable. Right here, it looked a little crazy, you know what I mean? But what can you do? So hopefully they get that rectified. And if they get that resolved pretty soon, then they'll probably strap it back down and let me know what the numbers are on the same dyno, you know, and see how that winds up comparing to what I was able to put down on that dyno, you know. that's what they say. Every dyno's different on a different day and so on. So you figure our first runs on this setup was on a Dynacom roller dyno, and we made what, 710 on that one, with actually better conditions when you think of the air, sea level, and so on, because that was New Jersey and so on. Then going into Tennessee, and the far side of Tennessee, I was right near Missouri. We made what, 740 on a Mustang dyno. I'd say it's pretty consistent. It's making 700 plus no matter where it goes. So we'll have a few more tests coming up. I guess for now we're done with the comparing against the vaunted Whipple baselines. So we're trying to get some stuff set up with some twin turbo trucks, and we got some more parts and some track stuff coming up. So hopefully you guys like what you're seeing. If so, make sure you're hitting like, share, subscribe. Push these videos, you know. Because when you push this content, it allows me to want to continue doing the content. It allows me the capability. Either way I want to do it. So there you go. But you figure I averaged what, 20, almost 21 miles a gallon over 2,000 miles round trip. So I say she does pretty good. And considering we literally drove there, let it cool down for like an hour while I took a nap, then strapped it down and started making pulls, and she didn't have any problem. So I'd say the entire system's pretty efficient and reliable. But like I'd already said, boosted F-150 out. To the next video.